The nation's would-be coalition government between the Five-Star Movement and Lega collapsed before it even formed when the country's president Sergio Mattarella vetoed the appointment of Eurosceptic Paolo Savona, 81, as finance minister. The rare move triggered the resignation of Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte, a law professor with no political experience parachuted into the position just 4 days earlier. Mr. Mattarella brought in Europhile and former International Monetary Fund official Carlo Cottarelli as Prime Minister in a bid to calm markets which have plummeted since Friday. However, this could backfire according to experts as anti-EU and anti-Euro sentiment continues to build, and could just delay a populist uprising. The decision is likely to lead Italy to another general election, as MPs are set to reject the appointment of the new Prime Minister as early as today. Getty Italy News. Rome has descended into political chaos. There are also growing concerns among investors across the EU that the next elections will become a vote on the future of the euro. The leading political figures of the coalition parties blamed the EU elite and financial powers for the collapse, and called for the president's impeachment. An MP for the Five-Star Movement, Lorenzo Fioramonti, called on the European Union had to make clear they had no role in the president's decision. He said, "What is really important is that there is a sentiment for many people in Italy over how the president reacted to the interference of external operations, financial markets, but also European officials on European governments." Reuters Italy News. Carlo Cottarelli has been appointed the new PM. "I think it is important that we somehow clarify that this is not the case. We would really welcome some declarations and some statements by other European leaders that they regret what has happened in Italy and they put it clearly that there was no degree of interference in this regard." But speaking at a meeting of EU foreign ministers, the head of the European Union's foreign policy commended President Mattarella for serving the interests of the Italy and the EU. Federica Mogherini said, "I have full trust, as I believe all Italians have, in the Italian institutions, starting with the Italian president. That is the guarantor of the Italian constitution. I am confident that the Italian institutions and the President of the Republic will prove to be, as always, serving the interests of the Italian citizens. That, by the way, coincides also with the strength of the European Union." Meanwhile, the deepening political crisis in Italy provoked a second day of heavy selling on European financial markets, with the euro cut to a 6-1/2-month low, stocks punished and short-term borrowing costs surging for the government in Rome. Investors fear that repeat elections, which now seem inevitable in the Eurozone's third-largest economy, may become a de facto referendum on Italian membership of the currency bloc and the country's role in the European Union. Follow express.co.uk below for the latest updates in Italy. 9:48 a.m. update. European shares slumped for a second day on Tuesday. Italy's main stock index sank to a 9-month low in early deals, down 1.6%. Italian bank stock slumped another 2.5%, having lost 4% in the previous session, bruised by a sell-off in government bonds, a core part of the bank's portfolios. Intesa Sanpaolo, BPER Banca, Unicredit and UBI Banca fell sharply, down 3.4 to 3.7%, while Poste Italiane also tumbled 4.5%. 9:29 a.m. update. A German economics advisor has warned the new Italian right-wing government could destroy the euro altogether.